good old DOT bear came and knocked on my door, asking me if I'm okay. I said, yeah, I'm fine. She says, there's no parking here. Like, I know, but where else am I supposed to park? You guys are a scout. It's supposed to be a safe haven. There's no parking. You guys took out an exit. There's literally no parking in Laramie. Hardly. She goes, I don't care. You have to leave here within 10 minutes. I said, I don't have the hours. She says, I don't care. You need to get out of here in 10 minutes. Well, I thought you guys are all about safety. I guess you're not. Typical. I said it before, I'll say it again. Extortion of money and revenue for state. Nothing about safety. Fixer to give me some wild garden because I was about to go pay $20 for some chicken tenders. Wrong choice of a tire for today. It's like 40 degrees out here and raining. Laramie, Wyoming. You'd be surprised if it starts snowing. Actually. It's pretty cold. Some weather thing popped up earlier, but I don't know what it was for. Alright. Let's try not to get killed. Look at that K Whopper. We didn't get no Whoppers though. Look at that K Big Mac. I know, I'm a dick. My wife says so. Day 2 of the rainy Wyoming saga continues. Technically it'll be day 3. It's raining on us all day Wednesday too. It's alright. I'll take the cooler weather any day. Ain't that a pretty sunset out there? It sure is. We are in Bliss, Idaho. Bliss, Idaho. Done for the night. Let's go kick some tires. What do you guys say? Been raining off and on all day. Man, last time I was here, it was hotter than hell. That should be like that. It was hot. It was hot here. It was like 89 degrees when I left in the morning. But I don't think we're going to get that this week. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining, but I really like to give that APU a good workout, you know? See what it's worth. But I haven't really got to use it at all this trip, other than in Utah, that for about an hour. Which, I mean, that's fine, because it was hot. I started getting hot in the truck, and all of a sudden I turned it on, and it was just, you know, almost freezing you out. So I did notice I have a slight coolant leak, but it must only be a cold coolant leak, because it was really cold this morning in Laramie. Like 41 degrees cold. And on these are my coolant lines. You guys can't see because it's dark. What they run along here from the APU, because obviously this is a liquid cooled engine. As you guys can see, we are off to bed. I don't know what that
coolant leaks coming from on that AP. It must be a cold leak. I have to check it out. I see the little radiator drain cock by the thermostat housing. It's got a little coolant on it, but also see some on the radiator. It's just hard to pinpoint it when it's dark. I have to mess with it when I get home. I'll be able to see. I don't know if it's the water pump, because if it was the water pump weep hole, it would be leaking the whole time, and I don't see anything right now. So I have a feeling it could have a pinhole in a radiator. So we'll figure that out when we get home. Although parts for this are fairly cheap and shouldn't be too hard to fix. So anyway, we're in bliss. We're gonna go to bed. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Morning. We had the old light of doom come on this morning. Should go out here in a second and just put coolant in it. And she's out. Yeah, that APU's I gotta go over the lines. The leak. It's got a little leak right at the valves, which it's trying to be like a caterpillar. But it's also, I see that the radiator's got a hole in it, a hole. It's got a leak on the actual APU itself. So and it's usually looks like it's something like a cold leak. So right now I just turned the valves off to it. I'm just gonna go home and check it out, I guess. We just got fuel here. Had a little bit of a dilemma. Man, that camera sucks. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta fix that, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I really couldn't get out and start filming it because there's an emergency. I hope they were fixed, but man, I'm coming back to the truck. The truck's off. And I shut the valves off to the APU. But I guess it just created enough freaking pressure because I had the wrong valves closed. And it, I guess, either blew the clamp apart or I don't know, but it loosened it up. And I'm going back to the truck, I'm looking at it. There's no way that's AC. I haven't had AC on and it's dripping coolant. So I popped the hood real quick and it's gushing out of the hose, one of the heater hoses that I have spliced in to go to the APU. Well, I guess these worm clamps are either worn out or I don't know, but they get, was leaking from the clamp. So all the clamps were loose. I mean, I had them tight too, because I checked it all before I left, but now they're, like, most of them were loose, so I had to retighten them again. I don't know if it's from heat or what, but man, that awesome feeling you get when you're walking up to your truck and you see something's really, really wrong. Hopefully that's fixed now. I gotta put a radiator in this APU. It looks like the radiator has a tiny little pinhole in it and it has a leak. And when a truck creates pressure, obviously because it's like 15 pounds of pressure in this cooling system, it's not having it. But now I got the right valves off, because the way it's spliced in is that the feed to the APU goes to the water pump on the coolant flow out of the water pump out of the truck where it feeds, and then the return goes back to the cylinder head, right where the valves are at the back of the cylinder head. So I turned the valves off just at the APU, and I guess it was backing up the coolant against that valve, against the splitter, I guess, because there was no flow, but there was still flow coming out of the APU, and it just didn't like it. And the clamp was loose, so it just started gushing with pressure. So I tightened it back up, and I think we should be good now. We just got on a highway and quit gushing, but I'll tell you guys, I hate dealing with coolant. I hate the smell of it, I hate the feel of it, I hate how it just makes you all slippery. And it's always hot. So when you're trying to mess with it when you have an issue. So coolant leaks is what I hate the most on a truck. But hopefully we got that fixed. And we're gonna get that screen fixed. Don't worry. It's got a crack right on the camera lens, so we gotta replace it.
Tom is the Sinclair dyno here at the Big G, somewhere in Utah. We're in Utah. We're in Utah today. Robbie and I, my son, we decided to pack our bags and take a road trip out to Vernal, Utah, and that's what we're currently doing right now. We stayed the night last night in Tooele and across from the Flying J at the Comfort Choice Hotel, something like that. And we're making tracks out here to Vernal. I have never been to this part of the state before, and it's quite lovely. And the people in this store at the Big G, they're also quite lovely. So I appreciate nice people. Anyway, we're here because I am picking up something special for 2 trucks. And well, I guess I'll just show you guys when we get there. Pretty neat town. Vernal seems very proud of their dinosaur heritage. There are dinosaurs hidden throughout the town, like literally everywhere. So that was pretty fun. We're just about here where we're going, and let's hope this works out. I hope it works out because we came a long way. So, mission accomplished. We got ourselves 2 herd brand bumpers for 579s. We only have Tiny right now, but we got another truck eventually that will be here, and it will get the other one. I got them for $1,800 each, and despite the travel and the time involved to come get them, getting 2 of them was still less money than buying 1 new one. I priced out a new one, and we're looking at between $6,000 and $7,000 after taxes and freight shipping costs to get one new. So $3,600 for the 2, and then I figure probably gonna be about $500 in travel expenses. So not too bad. Not too bad. It was worth the trip. The guy that I talked to, real nice guy, FedEx ground contractor. He was downsizing his operations. FedEx has been having some changes, and he's had enough, so he's downsizing his operations. I don't blame him one bit.
Here we go again. I'm hoping that did it. I double clamped it. That hose and that clamp, I guess, is failing. So I double clamped it, and hopefully that'll hold it. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Don't be like that, guy. There's so many empty docks here. think we're gonna go for this one here. Alright, yes. We're gonna go for this one. Man, is this trailer empty? Let's check it out. It'd be nice if it was. We could snag it. I don't know. Kind of doesn't sound like it. Freaking one box, really? Ugh. We'll find something. What do you guys say we go find the unit? We go check this one out real quick, just in case. Just in case. I think this one's got stuff in it. Yup. Pallets. Last time I was here, I only got one trailer that was empty. It seems like it's like, are they locking them so we don't take them or what? It almost kind of seems like that to me. Sounds loaded to me. Yup. Damn it. Cross your fingers, guys. Ooh, look at that. She's empty. Well, I guess we're going to take her. Oh, let's pre-trip it real quick. All these old man noises I make, I'm telling you, I don't even know why you guys watch this. Oh, that's cracked. That's a good thing these ride in grease. Let's see how our brakes are looking. Looks to be good. They're all there anyway. It's probably an old leaker. Probably already tell right there. Maybe. Won't know until we hook up to it. I think I pulled this trailer before. I remember it vaguely. I mean, it looks all right. I don't DOT. Let's take her. I'm screwing around and looking for other stuff. Might as well, huh? No lock on her? Nope. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure this trailer is not local. It probably came from somewhere. So, look at that fine rig. I got new blinkers. They're at the house. Can't wait to put them on. That looks so good. All right, let's go do this. that's not good. No, it's kind of blinking. It's really dim though. There we go. The blinker's kind of weak sauce though. This is the trailer I brought. There we go. There we go. She ugly, but she make money. And those skirts, they will improve our fuel mileage drastically. Drastically, guys. Look at that gate opening. I'm a boss. I mean, the Indian guys don't call me boss for no reason. Hey, boss. Let's go. Do you guys like that 55 pounds of boost? It wasn't quite 55. It's probably about 38. I know, I'll never let that one go. I don't know why. I'm just a butthole. There's a famous YouTuber that driving his truck. So 55 pounds of boost, boys. I look at the gauge and it says like 35. That's what Peter built. Oh. Actually 38 pounds out of a HE561 Holstead VGT variable geometry turbocharger is quite a bit of air. It's a big huffer. It's a pretty big factory unit. It makes a lot of air. I think Roz messing with one. He's a 871 guy, and he had one on a dyno. They were messing around with it, and I think the truck made like 900 to the tire, and it still had turbo in it. And then they backed it off because they didn't want to blow it up, because you know, Cummins and all. The 871 will take it. We got a trailer. We are at the ribeye, and we're pretty tired because it's been a long day of messing with coolant leaks. I think what happened was the clamp cut the hose and it started leaking because there's like a little nipple on the little splice, like a barb, so it doesn't slip off, and it cut it there, and then it cut it after the clamp, so then it started leaking. So that's when I double clamped it, and it was with the one clamp, because I thought the clamp was basically bad because it's a worm clamp and it's got some damage on it, but it wasn't. It was the hose was cut. I'm gonna kind of redo those lines when I get home because I don't like how they hang down there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them a little shorter and move them up so I can have the valves a little bit closer, and I'm gonna redo all that so it's a little bit neater, and probably get new clamps because those are clamps that came with it. And this tri-pack isn't that old, but I guess these clamps just are hating life because every time actually this morning when I got out, I had to tighten them all up, and I kind of noticed, I said, you know, where the hell is this coolant coming from? I couldn't figure it out. And then I get to the truck stop, as you guys saw, I was fixing it there. It kept leaking. It just sprung a leak because I turned the truck off. When I turned the truck off, you know, the coolant was warm, so it built more pressure when you turn it off. And that's when it decided to let like a geyser out. I was like, what the hell? So I tightened everything up, and it quit. And then as I'm coasting into the rest area, the light of doom comes on, I like to call it. And that's why I like to have that dummy light. It came on and it said low coolant, but then it went off. So it's like, well, it's probably leaking again. Good thing I'm stopping. So I stopped. I turned the valves off. I double clamped it. I turned them back on, and it wasn't leaking anymore. Right now I have them off, but that's probably because I need to. That's because I need to just fix that the right way. Just replace those clamps and cut that hose neater and stuff like that. But yeah, So it's been a day of fighting that. And then it kind of stopped. It went away. After I did all that, it went away. So we're probably good now. But I still want to redo that because I don't like it. That's about it. I guess it's just been that kind of trip. As soon as we left, remember? The damn filter got plugged. Fancy throw check engine light. Because I don't have a gauge on this truck for the fuel filter restriction. If I did, I would have known, which, you know, it shows you in inches of vacuum as an INHG, Mr. Justin there, if you're watching. But I don't have one on it. I don't mean it like that. I'm trying to be nice. So it threw a light and said differential pressure across the two filters. Because the separator that I replaced, that's your primary fuel filter. The secondary is the actual one that the spin-on filter on the side of the engine. And that was okay because that one I replaced often. But the secondary, which is, I mean, the primary, which is the, see, I'm just an idiot. The primary, which is your separator, that one was plugged, and it was seeing too much of a restriction between the two filters. And I guess these ISXs are smart enough to tell you. So we replaced that. We've been good ever since. Other than, and the coolant, you know, it's been fine the whole time. And then I just decided, oh, I'm gonna act the fool today. Anytime you're having to deal with stuff like that on the road, it just drains you. You get tired because nobody wants to work on a truck while you're driving it. I know I'm like that. It takes me a little bit to get in the rhythm. I mean, when you're in a truck, it's like when you see something like that happen, especially coolant, and on a hot day, it's like beast mode. You want to get it done. You want to get it fixed. And then you get behind the wheel, and then you're just like, oh, man, I'm tired. So, coolant leaks I hate. I don't like coolant leaks. Oil leaks don't bother me as much because oil doesn't leak as rapidly as coolant, if you know what I mean. You might have a drip here or there, but you got, you know, 11 gallons of oil in it. Coolant, you got like 13, 14. I got probably about 14 with this APU in it. But the problem with it, the coolant starts leaking, it just starts going and trickling. So that's all you guys gonna get out of me for a Rambletron tonight. I'm too late to go eat a ribeye because of this coolant crap today. They just closed the restaurant. It's 9 o'clock. I'm not really all that hungry, but I probably will be later. So maybe I'll go get me a submarine sandwich from Subway and stink up this truck. Because that's usually my problem. I'll talk to you guys in the morning after I air it out.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone.
You're gonna lift it up like that and then pull back, but you gotta stop when you're right here and you gotta go shaky, shaky, okay? And then you're gonna lift it and then put it over there.
Twist and twist.
Yeah. Good job.
I say get in.
High five. Oh man, that was hard. That was a hard 5.